What's happening, everyone? Nicky Hawkins here, West Ham Fan TV, back once again with day 2 of the World Cup, and it was a good day today for the World Cup because Portugal were playing, and there's a few transfer targets that were playing for Portugal that we wanted to have a look, and Jose Font, of course, who used to play for West Ham. But let's get into it. First 2 games I'm going to just breeze through. Uruguay beat Egypt with a last-minute goal header by their defender. Great goal, poor game, 2 poor teams. Then Iran played Morocco, and I must admit I didn't watch that, but I was listening to it on the radio, and it sounded like a little bit bore draw until, let me say this correctly, Boubarouz scored a 95th minute own goal to win it for Iran, and I'm telling you, that must be the first points Iran have got for 20, 30 years in the World Cup. So congratulations to them. But to the game that everyone wanted to watch, one that was highly anticipated, and I tell you what, it didn't let you down. It was Spain versus Portugal. Massive game in the World Cup, like massive opening game. Everyone was excited for it. I've been excited for it all day, and I tell you what a game that was. I'll tell you, I don't think I remember seeing a better game of football in an opening group game for I don't know how long. It was end to end. It had a bit of everything. Jose Font, who used to play for West Ham, who got sold to China in February, of course, started for Portugal. West Ham target William Carvahlo, who, the saga with him rumbles on about whether he's going to be released from his contract, whether he's not. And obviously, West Ham target, who spent a good section of the season with us on loan last year, Joao started on the bench. And so I was really interested to see how they got on. And I think we've been linked with Patricio as well, who's in goal for Portugal. So got into it. First minute, it was end to end from minute 1 onwards. After 3 minutes, Ronaldo went through, Nacho brought him down, penalty, Ronaldo tucked it away before, Spain started to pick up a little bit of pace. Controversial first goal for Diego Costa, a long ball from, I forget who it was now, but I think it was Busquets, and he muscled off Pepe off the ball. A little bit of argy-bargy there, could have been given as a foul, but the referee didn't give it. But from there, fantastic finish, and it was end to end. It was really, both teams were excellent. Font was playing well. Pepe went down and left him a bit stranded for the goal, and then just before half time, Ronaldo again with a shot. It had a bit of power in it, but De Gea made an unbelievable mistake to let it go through. Portugal winning 2-1. It was even Steven, so any team could have gone in. But from there, Spain came back out second half, and I tell you what, they dominated the second half. They dominated. Isco was unbelievable. Just before Portugal's second goal, he rattled the bar with one of the best strikes I think I've ever seen. It was so powerful, nobody would have saved it. Goal line technology said no. But Portugal winning 2-1. They come straight out of Spain, positive, controlled the game. David Silva, Isco. This football from them at times was sensational. And I tell you what, the passing, they lost their manager, of course, 2 days before the World Cup started. But I tell you what, they looked like a team possessed, and they was dominating. They got a second through Diego Costa. Then Nacho scored an absolute beauty to make it 3-2 to Spain. And I'll be honest with you, from then on, Portugal barely had the ball. Carvahlo, he was playing well, but to be honest with you, for what I say he was playing well, you couldn't get near Spain. You couldn't get near their midfield. They was just unreal. 3-2 up, they was cruising. They looked like they was going to go and get the 4th. Portugal was they defended well, Portugal. Font had a decent game. Carvalho was having a decent game. Then Joao come on, and I'll be honest with you, I barely see Joao. That's how good Spain were. And then it was just pinging around, and it just looked like Spain were going to see out the 3-2 victory, maybe, press on and get another one. They nearly went for a few times, but some good defending by Portugal. Then in the 88th minute, I think it was, Ronaldo was, I'll tell you what, he was unreal today as well. wins a free kick himself just outside the area. I've got to say big props to Sergio Ramos's passing as well, because that was unreal, some of that passing. He was spraying it around like a midfielder. But anyway, got brought down on the edge of the box. PK brought Ronaldo down. I was looking at it. It was centre of the goal. You've always got a chance with Ronaldo. The commentator said that he's never going to get it over the wall. Never going to get it over the wall. He's going to have to go round or under from there. Well, I'll tell you what. He hit an unbelievable free kick. Bosh. It went over the wall, curled round it, and went straight in the top. De Gea had no chance. I'll tell you what. 5 goals in yesterday's opening game. 6 goals in this game. It was a thriller, which I'll tell you what, I'll be surprised if there's a better game in the tournament, because it was that good. And 2 late goals for the other 2 games. This World Cup is turning out to be an absolute screamer already. It could be the best ever. There was a lot of doubt about it because of where it was, obviously. But this could be, mark my words, one of the best World Cups ever. We've just got to make sure England go on and do something in this one. As I say, Joao Mario barely touched the ball. Carvahlo was dominated by the the defence. Jose Font did what he could. That's the West Ham summary. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV. Don't forget to go and tune into all our other content. We'll be back tomorrow with more of the World Cup stuff, transfer videos. I'm going to do musings over the weekend as well. So look out for all of that. One thing left to say, come on you Irons.